The Nelson Mandela municipality is expanding its separation at source program to enhance the management of rubbish and to reduce waste that is put into landfills. A damning Auditor-General's report exposes uncollected garbage, mismanaged landfill sites and hazardous informal settlements built on waste grounds. Newzroom Afrika Sipha Kema joins us now from Motherwell. Sipha, good morning to you. Managing rubbish is difficult anywhere. What problems are there in Nelson Mandela Bay?
Well, the biggest issues, some of them were highlighted in the Auditor-General's report, Stephen, that was announced on the 5th of February, looking at some of the issues affecting the Nelson Mandela Bay. Waste seems to be top of that list. The Auditor-General's report spoke about how some of those landfills actually have informal settlements on them, and how some of the water treatment plants as well are unlicensed, but also the same water treatment plants actually this past December had actually polluted parts of the ocean here in the Nelson Mandela Bay, seeing New Brighton Beach closed down because of those issues. So those are the issues that are going to be addressed with this program. But the most important, Stephen, is educating people about environmental issues and challenges and how they contribute to climate change. Now, this is a global fight when it comes to environmental issues as well as climate change. But the most important people, which are the people on the ground, the people that should be responsible, how much do they know about saving the environment and also climate change? And that's what this program is seeking to do, also encouraging them to take part in recycling their goods, as we're seeing illegal dumping sites across the townships. And in most parts of the townships, people are unaware about the issues of climate change, and therefore that makes them contribute to this global problem.
And Sipha, obviously, it also requires people themselves to do some work. I mean, this is one of the issues. You need that education. You need to actually do it yourself as well, to an extent.
Absolutely. And this is why, Stephen, we're seeing in most townships areas, not just limited to Motherwell or the Eastern Cape, but across the country, where we're seeing dumping site, hazardous dumping site, informal settlements being built near landfill sites, which is a hazard to the health, but also a hazard to the environment. Now, we know that we'll be having, South Africa will be hosting the G20 soon, and the Nelson Mandela Bay will be hosting one of those critical meetings. And one of the biggest issues and concerns and addressed, of course, is climate change. Now, without the participation of the masses or people, then the efforts will go to waste. And the most important thing will be educating people on taking care of the environment, teaching them how to recycle, but also the effects of pollution and also these illegal dumping sites that we're seeing in areas. Now, if you go around some of the townships in the Nelson Mandela Bay, Stephen, you will see filth on a lot of these open fields, and you'll see where people have chosen to use dumping sites in areas that are considered wetlands or near riverbanks, which is also an issue, polluting those rivers, where we're seeing them, of course, flowing right through to the oceans as well as those key rivers.